Pisces. Welcome to Yellow Cardinal Tarot with me. My name is Carol. Pisces, this is going to be your mid-August 2024 reading. And today we're going to be doing Carol's check-in. And so we're going to be starting off with looking at a pattern that is showing up in your life right now for healing. And oftentimes a pattern will show up, so we're aware of it. But our ego self can kick in sometimes and try to spin it and tell us stories of why, we shouldn't deal with it, why we shouldn't touch this, or maybe even why it's not a pattern, right? And sometimes we can even blame ourselves for this pattern showing up. But patterns in our life, which happen often, and they'll cause like this real emotional trigger in us when they show up. They're the universe's way of saying this is what you need to heal. This is what is coming up from your unconscious. This is what's sitting in your shadow. And so in part 2, we're going to be looking at what is coming up from your unconscious to heal. What is sitting in your shadow? And your shadow, are, it's all those things that you've repressed when you were a child. And they just keep coming up in pattern form in our life. And so we're going to be doing shadow work in part 2. So if you are unfamiliar with the term shadow or shadow work, I've left a really good video for you in my description box below. And it's called My Powerful 4-Step Guide to Shadow Work. And it's taken from my other channel, my other YouTube channel called Carol Cares. And it's all about facing your shadow. And it's a video that I put together on about just a compilation of what I've learned on my own healing journey that I'm still on, and always will be on, healing my own complex trauma. And so I've put it together, and that's how it shows you how I've done it and how I do it. So you can have a look at that if you're interested. Now, once we've determined what's sitting in your shadow for healing and, what's coming up and causing this pattern, we're going to ask the tarot for some guidance in part 3. And that's just going to be the beginning. You obviously you have to be the one that's going to do the work. And but we want to begin to heal this pattern. And so I'll offer advice from the tarot as well as recommending a video for you again from Carol Cares, my other channel. And it'll be a video that's really specific to what you need to work on here. And then and then I'll also link the August reading that I've done for you if you haven't had a chance to see that. Now, I'm going to be start off with the Tarot Grand Luxe in this. I have pre-shuffled everything before I came on. I'm going to clarify it with the Tarot of the Abyss for you, my favorite black and white and only black and white deck. So the only big announcement I have for you is that I am offering personal readings for the first time online. This is a very young channel if you have just come on for the first time. So it's, I think, eight months old maybe. So it's the first time I'm offering personal readings for you, and I have put out a video a couple days ago on this channel. If you haven't had a chance to see that, it's just a 2-minute video. And there's also a link in the description box and a link in the comments where I'll take you to a page on my website. And it's got all the readings listed for you that I have done on this channel. And you can, there's a 10% discount. I always forget to say that to people. And you can, it'll be 10% until September 1st. Yeah. So, let's go. Let's ask the tarot right now, Pisces, for what pattern in your life is showing up for you. So we're going to ask for one card, please. And that came out 3 of Wands. That's the pattern. Oops. And what aspect from your shadow is actually impacting this or driving this pattern in your life right now? Essentially, what's coming up here? You have the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups. And what advice does the tarot have for you? I know all these 3 categories. I just have to look at my note for some reason. And the King of Wands is coming here as advice from the tarot for healing. All right, so let's get into the Tarot of the Abyss. Love this deck. like I said, I've pre-shuffled it. So I'm going to ask for some more clarification. Tell me more about this Three of Wands. 2 to 3 more cards. All right, so we have, this came out sideways, I'll put it like this. The Ace of Swords behind the Three of Wands. You have the Lover's card, number 6 in the Major Arcana, and the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. And tell me more about this Four of Cups, please. 2 to 3 cards. You have the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. And the King of Wands. I don't know, I kind of like 3 cards, so I'll put 3 here. All right, one more wanted definitely to come out. Queen of Swords. And the King of Wands here. Let's go with 3 cards here. I don't know, 3 just gives me a bit more information. There's one. Does that one flip? Nope. Okay. This one. You end off with the Healing card, which is really nice. 6 of Wands in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Star. Healing card. All right, so you start off with patterns showing up for you right now. Well, you have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands talks about you're ready. You're ready to take your life in a new direction. There's something that you want to do. And, you know, the Two of Wands is when you kind of get this nudge to do it. But the 3 is like, okay, I want to do this for myself. And it could be something that, you know, you've wanted to do over and over and over again. For example, you know, I got the nudge to start this tarot channel. And it would come up and then it would go away. And it would come up and it would go away. And each time I had to work through some things around it. And, you know, it was a journey just to get the tarot channel up. So you're thinking about something right now again. And you're ready to do something. Whatever it is. Could be anything. And the Ace of Swords comes up here. And it tells me that this is an offer, a gift from the universe. And it's a beginning. It's a beginning of finding out who we are. The sword is authenticity. And so I'm seeing here that the direction that you want to take right now is a direction towards your authentic self, more towards your authentic self, something that you want to do, something you want to do for yourself, maybe something you've always wanted to do. But it's, you know, it's something authentic. It's something for you, you know, the real you, Pisces. And then the Lover's card comes here. We end with the Lover's card and the Two of Swords. So the Lover's card's coming in here and it's in reverse. And so in an upright position, the Lover's card speaks about these 2 trees that are so dependent on each other. They're almost like they've become one, right? And it is really a connection between, it really is the Lover's card for me. It's a very intimate relationship, but it's a very intimate relationship with yourself. And it talks about, you know, this side of us, this feminine side that we have and this masculine side we have. We all have it. And they join together. And that is really the, like the goal or the ultimate journey of the Fool in the major arcana is to join those two sides of ourself to become whole, to become one. But that's in reverse here. And so what I'm seeing here is the pattern that's showing up for you is that when this comes up for you, this move towards the authentic you and who you are that you want to do for yourself, you lose connection with yourself because it's in reverse. And what I mean by that is like you lose connection, and this Two of Swords comes here, and the Two of Swords talks about a decision to be made. And the reason why I love this deck and this Two of Swords in particular is look at the masks that this individual is holding in their hand. They have a decision here to make. You have a decision to make. You're sitting with this decision of doing whatever it is you want to do. And this individual's not quite sure what mask to put on. And it's in reverse here because it's so conflicting for you. I mean, it's doing you in. And a lot of times when we have a decision, when we have this decision to make, it's like you have this blindfold on and you're so much up in your head, spinning, trying to figure this out. And you put the blindfold on because you don't even know, like you put a mask on because you don't even know, you don't know who you are. You don't know, you become conflicted. And that's why I said you lose sense of, who you are. And so if that happens, if that, comes in, this overwhelming, it could be like a lot of doubts that you're having about yourself all of a sudden. It's like, sometimes you can get these thoughts in your head, like, who do you think you are? Or like you're going to do this. Or so all these different thoughts will come in your head as you get close to doing this, taking this step for yourself. And that's what's happening. This is the pattern that's showing up for you right now. So you just don't have that connection and you just don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. So you probably just put it all away and you maybe this is not the right decision for me, and you doubt yourself and it's put away. So where does that all come from? What's impacting that? What's in your shadow that's causing you to doubt like that and, to not have that connection with yourself? Well, the Four of Cups comes here. And, in an upright position, and remember, this is your shadow. So this is like, what we know from our childhood, what we learned as a teenager, as a child, young child. The Four of Cups in an upright position speaks about an individual who has all these emotions here, these cups right here, and the universe is offering another one. So it's somebody that's become really closed off to their emotions, and this is in reverse here. And so it's almost like you've closed off to the point where there's something that's happened to you where you became very closed off to your emotions, to actually feeling your way through what is right, what is wrong, and you just kind of shut it all down. And that's very interesting because I talked about the Lover's card as being, that feminine and that masculine side of us. Well, the feminine side of us is the one that's in touch with their emotions. That's that feminine side that feels their emotions and knows how they feel about things. Well, that part of you, that feminine part of you, is shut down. And you have the Four of Pentacles here that's come out here to explain why you are shut down and, why you can't make this decision for yourself. Well, the Four of Pentacles in an upright position speaks about, it's called the Miser card. It's somebody that just holds on to their attachments, and Pentacles can be, monetary. It can be our material world. It can be our self-worth. It can be anything to do with our health. And it's attachment card. We hold on to these things. And for you, that's in reverse in your shadow. And so, as a child, we need to attach to things. We need to be able to rely on people around us. We need to be able to had people validate us and support us when we were younger. And that didn't happen for you. So you weren't able to, there was some reason why there was some sort of attachment issue with you, or an abandonment issue, where it was really too painful for you to deal with when you were younger. And that's why you shut down your emotions when you were younger. And so this is coming up for you when you have to make this decision to put yourself first in your life. This is what this is all about, this Three of Wands. It's putting yourself first. It's a creative way of expressing yourself. But this feeling of this abandonment, or this people leaving you behind or not supporting you, is coming up for you right now. And the Page of Pentacles comes in here, and this really explains, the pages in my deck are inner children. They're inner children. We have more than one inner child. Mainstream psychology likes to say that we just have one, but we have more than one inner child. I know I've been on this journey intensively for a while to know that I have more than one inner child that holds our pentacle, our self-worth here. And so there is an inner child of yours that needs healing. When something happened to you when you were younger, this abandonment, this attachment issue that's sitting in this pain here that's sitting in your shadow, this younger child of yours held on to it, is holding on to it. You couldn't feel this when you were younger. And so it's coming up for you to heal right now. This unworthiness is what it is. And that's what the pentacle is all about, your self-worth. And so you have some real unworthiness here that's creeping up as a pattern for you, that's coming up when you want to make this move for yourself. There's some unworthiness here that's going, you're not worthy of this. You can't do this. You don't deserve this. Whatever the message you're hearing. And you have to go back and heal this younger part of you that has this unworthiness. And the Queen of Swords comes in as a last card for your shadow. And the Queen is our feminine side to us, right? We talked about how you're, the Lover's card with the feminine side and the masculine side. And here she is, our feminine side. She's the Queen of the Sword. The sword is our authentic self. It's who we are, who we really are. And she's sitting behind all that. So underneath all, in your shadow, we have layers of trauma here. So underneath all of that abandonment issue and giving up and not feeling and shutting down sits the Queen of who you really are. Sits your authenticity, right? All of this trauma, this unworthiness here is covering up who you really are. And how this journey works, before I get to this bottom part, is, if you go in and you start to heal that younger part of you that feels unworthy, process those emotions, feel those emotions as an unworthiness, you'll be able to know who you are. You'll be able to take yourself into that direction that you really want to do here. So what's the advice from the tarot? You kind of heard mine, but what's the advice from the tarot here with this King of Wands? The King, I talked about the feminine side is our Queen. Well, the masculine side, here he is. He's our ego self. And he's the King of Wands. Well, it's interesting that you got the King of Wands and not the King of anything else but the Wands. The Wands is that direction, that purposeful direction that we want to take ourselves into, that creative direction, right, that you're talking about here in your first part of this reading. Well, the King's coming in here, and the universe is saying, you know what, your ego self is here. You need to look at how your ego self is going to block you. And the ego self is the most scared part that we have. They're petrified of emotions. They're going to tell you that putting yourself first and doing what you want to do and going towards your authentic self that's sitting in your shadow here, moving towards all of this and healing this, is a bunch of bullshit, and it's a bunch of crap, and it's petrified. So it's going to tell you danger, 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 don't go there. It's petrified of emotions, and you have to be aware of that and listen to the messages that it'll tell you in your head of why you can't turn towards this healing that you need to do for your inner child. And you have the Six of Wands that comes up. And this explains why this ego self is going to kick in right now once you want to heal this inner child you have. The Six of Wands is a victory card in an upright position. This woman looks like she's just done her, what do you call it, prima donna. She looks like she's just done this beautiful dance of all these flowers, these people cheering for her. Looks a beautiful card, right? Beautiful card of victory, of success. But my sixes always have a duality to them. And this card is about winning. And the other side of winning is losing. And so it's in reverse here now because it's blocked. And, you know, this king that comes up here will block it. And so the losing here is, what have you lost? What has this inner child lost here that they're sitting with? Inner children, when they heal, they need to grieve. There's a lot of grief here that you need to get to because of this attachment issue that you have, this abandonment issue. You need to grieve the loss of your inner child that feels so unworthy right now. You know, maybe so full of shame. So you need to feel that shame. You need to grieve. And right behind your Six of Wands comes another card that's in reverse, and it's the Knight of Pentacles, and he's in reverse here. And the Knight of Pentacles, knights in my deck are adolescent part. We all have this part. It's the one that wants freedom. It wants freedom to be, and they want freedom. They're going to get their freedom through being their authentic self. And so there's a part of you that wants the freedom to be their authentic self, and it's in reverse here because it's blocked. And, you know, it's the pentacle. It's about the body. It's about being able to, you know, feel in your body, to have good health and be able to, well, the pentacle is all about, like I said, the self-worth. So it's the one that wants to feel worthy, have that self-worth, to be able to be you, and wants freedom to do that. And so the universe, again, it's just another sign where it's telling you that there is this urge in you, this want that really wants you to be authentic and to go in the direction you want to. And the last card is the beautiful healing card, the Star card. Freedom to heal. Freedom to heal. And there's so much of that behind your ego self here. So I'm going to leave you with you have some unworthiness here, some healing, unworthiness. I think I'm going to leave you with, I wanted to leave you with pain, but I think there's some grieving that needs to be done too. So I think I'll leave you with some grief, playlist on grief, because you know, you really need to get to your grief. And yeah, and I'll leave you with your August reading. Like I said, I would do that also as well. Pisces, I want you to have compassion for yourself for what you're working through. This is a tough journey, but it's the most important journey of your life, and I want you to stay safe. And I'll talk to you in September. Bye.